Good afternoon, everyone. A very warm welcome to all the expected educators and leaders to the Skillveda Leadership Program, starting from today. Skillveda is your partner in transforming education through innovation, inclusion, and global competencies. We empower your growth with expert-led learning that is flexible and tailored to you. We are happy to start the Skillveda Leadership Development Program with you today. In the next 2 hours, we will talk about three important topics. First is Kaushal Bodh, where we will understand the basic ideas of learning. Second is Kaushal Vikas, where we will learn simple and practical ways to build skills in the classroom. Third is NEP 2020 implementation, where we will see key points and real examples of how to use it in your schools. This session is for all of us to share, ask questions, and learn from each other. Your experiences are very valuable, so please join in. Let's make these 2 hours useful and inspiring for everyone. Let's extend a warm welcome to Ms. Shilpi Bagla, our expert trainer, CBSE resource person, an educationist and consultant with more than 20 years of experience in education. She is all set to guide you through this learning journey. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Ms. Shilpi.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Twinkle ma'am. And thank you, Skillveda, for having me. And I would like to extend my heartfelt, warm welcome to all the participants. Thank you for sparing your afternoon, and we'll make sure that it is as productive and informative to you all. All right. So, as ma'am said, both Kaushal Vikas and NEP implementation. So, what is the hype all about? So, before we dive deep to our this PPT and the concept, I suppose ma'am must have shared the pre-webinar
Pre-webinar, yes.
sheet with you all. We are just going to have a quick, yeah, we are going to have a quick discussion based on it, and then we are just going to. I request everyone to please ask the questions, because your question is actually going to be our real feedback, and also how we can help you more, and what all things can be improved at our part. So please, the discussions, interactions are really, really required. Okay, so this worksheet is designed to activate your thinking before the webinar. So let's start with this. Write the first thought that comes to your mind. I'll just bring my chat box also on the screen in case you all are writing the answers. Otherwise, you all can unmute yourself and give me the answers. Yes. So what is one thing that comes to your mind when you talk about a skillful student who is? Yes, Rekha ma'am.
A skillful student, first of all, good afternoon, ma'am. I feel that a skillful student is one who can apply knowledge effectively and can work collaboratively and solve problems. I feel so.
Okay, so in short, all the 21st century skills, very smartly put in one sentence. Thank you, Rekha ma'am. Absolutely right, right? Okay, education in the 21st century should prepare students for what? Itna hype hai, what all the things about that it is going to be communication, collaboration, problem solving, critical thinking, creative, digital literacy. But what is it use? Yes, Gayatri ma'am.
For life, basically.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone.
For the real life, right? Because when life is going to challenge us and give us a problem, it is not going to be according to the syllabus or whatsoever is being taught. Yes, principal, ma'am, sir, sorry, I cannot, GOS, right?
I feel, ma'am, the students, we need to prepare them as global citizens, the 21st century skills.
Absolutely, absolutely. They should be very ready to, adjust in case they are migrating state-wise, city-wise, or country-wise. And they should be very well aware about the things happening globally. right? They should not be confined to their own walls and things like that. So it has to be the global aspect. Thank you. One life skill every student must learn is, according to you, what is the
It
most
has to be
important?
communication, ma'am. It has to be communication. One
To
life
be
skill.
a great communicator, right? Okay.
I feel it's collaboration.
Collaboration, all right. Working in a team and having good, yes. Yes, Principal
Resilience,
Ma'am.
ma'am. Resilience.
Resilient, all right. Not to give up, how to bounce back after a fall. That is also one
Yes.
thing.
I would
Yes.
say problem solving skills.
Problem solving, absolutely. Nowadays, what we are sensing that these generation and our students really, firstly, they are afraid of committing mistakes. And in that process, they stop doing things. Right. So because they are too afraid or they are too hesitant, maybe because they are going to be judged by their peers or their loved ones, or they want everything to be done perfectly. But we need to inculcate in them, it's not the perfection, but the progression which is needed. Yes, Rekha ma'am.
I feel, ma'am, whatever you are telling is all connected with communication. Because nowadays, the children in the class, when I'm just talking a normal live example, if I go to the class of grade 11 for English, in spite of teaching and everything, they don't communicate that what's going inside their mind. So when they don't communicate, these all pop-ups will be there. So first of all, they have to come out. Then these all things will be connected as per my you can correct me if I'm wrong, but
No,
communication is the first base. Then when you communicate, because they sit in the class, like this is a most important thing in every life skill. You have to talk, you have to communicate,
absolutely.
you have to come out. Then only you can understand. Or else we are not god or goddess that we can understand what's going inside. We cannot read every body language or face. That's very important, I feel.
Rekha ma'am, I am just going to add on. You're absolutely right. Communication, right? It starts with two more things that are the prerequisite of it. Firstly, giving them that safe environment. All right. If the students feel that they are safe, they are not going to be validated, they are not going to be judged, they are not going to be pointed out brutally in front of their peers in the class, and ma'am is going to listen to. Okay, we are not saying that here the teacher is wrong. The thing is that वो बहुत hesitant होते हैं. The students are quite hesitant, right? So we need to break that ice. Principal ma'am, just a second. And one more thing, somewhere or the other, it's social conditioning. From the very beginning, our students have been told, don't talk, don't create noise. Let's change that simple line into talk relevant. Right. So please, it is my humble request. Once they are going to get this, okay, we can talk, we can express. That is really going to do the things. Okay. Yes, Principal GOS, ma'am.
Ma'am, I feel whichever language they communicate, they need to be expressive. As you said, they need to be allowed in the class. They should not be judged for whatever doubts they express to the teacher.
Absolutely.
So they need
Yes.
to be encouraged to express themselves, ma'am, whatever may be the
Yes,
situation.
ma'am. Fluency is first, accuracy comes afterwards. Even if
Absolutely.
they are talking in their own regional language, even if they are talking in a tuta futa English language, that's absolutely fine. We all do, and we all have to be very mindful about it, that we need to criticize in private and appreciate in public. If you can give that kind of safety and that empathetic vibe to your students, they are definitely going. As educators, as leaders, we have a lot of responsibilities on our shoulders, right? So before we can correct them, we need to take a step back and we need to see in our own selves, have we connected with them? Because they are not going to listen to us. Why would they listen? Ma'am ने कहा है कि ऐसे होना है, तो वो क्यों करेंगे? That credibility of your words needs to be there. So that connection, only then they are going to take your correction for serious. Thank you so much for your participation. So vocational education can help students hands-on
To get hands-on experience, ma'am.
hands-on
To get hands-on
experience.
experience.
Yes, yes. To become independent, their self-esteem will be really high. They are going to actually understand the real world, right? So it is the
And
experiential learning that is happening. Yes, ma'am.
And in one line, if we can say that vocational education can help in practical skills, as ma'am told, and improve employability. Nowadays, it's very important.
Very, very important. Yes. Which of the following is considered a 21st century skill? So I'll be very quick with this. So it is critical thinking, right? Which is the most important. We cannot, say 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Everything is on the same level. Absolutely. Which of the following is an example of skill integration? Creating a project.
Creating a project based on real life problems.
Yeah, I was just talking to a principal just a couple of days before. So they were saying, "Ki Shilpi, ye kya hota hai? Critical thinking and all." Of course, that principal was just testing me. Thankfully, so I said, "You just tell your class 6 students to, come up with an idea to create a bag जहाँ पर बच्चों के कंधे ना दर्द हो." All right, but so this is what the critical thinking or the problem solving or the creation is. So yes, that was just a joke. But if we take things like this, the problems which our students are actually facing in the school. Okay, it was not about the size of the bag. It was all about the timetable setup and the number of books to be taken back at home and the number of books to be just kept in the school. So that's how this discussion went. So creating a project based on real life problems. Then comes assertion and reasoning, as we all are knowing that this is also going to be the part of our question paper. So skill-based education prepares a student for real life challenges. It focuses on only theoretical, right? So it's B, right? A is true, R is false, right? Think like a student. Okay, so if you were a student, what kind of class would you prefer?
Activity based.
Activity based, yes. We
Even
can,
project based also we do.
yeah, activity based also. We can have the discussion based also if we are talking about psychology. We can have the project based also, right? But one to many conversation won't be, it is going to be the passive learning, right? So it has to be the involvement of your learners in your lecture, in your discussion, in your activity. Yes, Rekha ma'am.
Ma'am, it will be both A and B because it promotes engagement and practical learning. So A and D both are correct. We cannot just stick to A. As
So-
per now, the way CBSE NEP is going, so we cannot go only with A, B, or we have to go with B and D both because it both enhances engagement and practical learning, as per my thing now. Thank you.
Rekha ma'am, it is like all four are the correct option. It is only subjective that if you were the student, right? So for me, it is going to be C, but for many, it is going to be all, right? So there is no right or wrong answer. It is just that if I am the student, what kind of class? So you were absolutely right that it can be a combination of two. It can be the combination of all four as
Yes,
well.
it is. Sorry, I'm in. What happened, Shilpi ma'am? This lecture method, activity, discussion, and project. We use all the four, but especially A and D. This B and D we club together. Sometimes we club three together. So if you go with one
it is
one
always-
answer, then we can go with B and D. But in that ways, A, B, C, D all are correct. It's a bias
It is
thing, something like that.
it is also subjective to the class with what we are doing. अगर हम class 1 के बच्चों का ले रहे हैं, so we can always make it activity based, right? But if we are taking for the senior secondary, then it has to be ACD, right? So that's how it is going to come. All right, so myths versus reality. Vocational education is only for weak students? No, that's a myth. Absolutely not. Communication skills are employability skills, as ma'am has said. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Every teacher can contribute to skill development. Very much a big yes.
Yes.
Every teacher is having a skill, right? We'll just dive deeper that what kind of appointment of the teachers have to be done for this. So we'll be touching that topic as well. Skills cannot be assessed. It's a myth. Yes, they are. We are going to talk about the assessment pedagogies as well. Then students learn better through hands-on learning. This is a reality. And in fact, it's not about students. It is you and me also who are going to learn more about experiences, right? There are textbooks given by CBSE and all, but we would like to have the crux of it, which is relevant to our position. So it is definitely a reality. Okay, so a student organizes a class event, delegates responsibilities, and ensures everything runs smoothly. What kind of skill do you think so that the student is demonstrating?
Absolutely leadership.
Leadership. Yeah. A student listens to both sides of disagreement and suggests a fair solution.
Critical thinking.
Okay. Yep.
Even I feel team management also.
Management and interpersonal skills can
Decision-making skills and
also
conflict
be-
resolution,
So
anything
it
it
is,
can be.
yeah, it is going to be a biryani,
Not
which is
properly connect out.
mix of many. Yeah. Okay, I'll just. Is my PPT visible? Am I audible clearly to everyone? There is no technical glitch. I'll just keep on asking you after every time. Yeah, is it okay? All right.
Yes.
So let's dive into some activity. So there are 5 life situations. So you need to tell me that which 21st century skill or other skills, which is not being mentioned even, that is absolutely fine, is going to be needed if you have to do these kind of task in life. You have to order food online. Which skill is needed here? Okay, I'll just put on my chat if it is there. Yeah.
Technical skills.
Yep, it is. Technical skills, absolutely.
Digital literacy.
Digital literacy.
Digital literacy.
Money
Okay.
management.
Uh,
Money management would also be.
money management is also going to be there. Okay. Resolving a conflict.
Resolving conflict.
Decision making also. Yes.
Ordering food online. Okay. Acha, there are ample of options. So क्या चीज खाना है? Proteins मेरे पूरे हुए हैं या नहीं आज के? Right? So that kind of a thing. Great. Yes. Resolving a conflict.
Problem solving skills.
Empathy.
Problem
Critical
solving,
thinking.
empathy, interpersonal skill, right? How to work with your peers. So that is also going to be there. Yes. Negotiations. Yes. Planning a trip.
Or organizational.
Organizing.
Decision making.
Organizational. Yes, ma'am.
Time
Decision
management.
making.
Sorry, your voice is tracking. मुझे सिर्फ management सुनाई दे रहा है.
Decision making skills.
Decision making, yes, where to go and whosoever is going, so is it going to be suitable? आप बहुत ज़्यादा typical trek नहीं कर सकते हो if the senior citizens are traveling with you, right? If they are not up to mark. So all these things, and of course the research work, that is also very, very important nowadays. You need to do the research of each and everything. Speaking in public. Budgeting, absolutely.
Confidence.
Confidence, communication.
I guess risk management also.
Effective communication.
Risk management.
Effective communication. Yes. Managing
Body
money.
language.
Body language. Yep.
Even leadership skills would be there.
Speaking in public leadership. Okay. All right.
To some
I'll
extent.
take it. It is more of an authoritative thing, but yeah, that is also one thing. Yes.
To a certain extent.
Managing money.
Self-management.
Financial.
Okay. Tariff. All right.
Financial self.
इससे तो मुझे डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प याद आ गया. Oh my God, मीम ना बन जाए इसकी. Right? Okay. So we all know that skills matter, right? We need to have now we have to align our curriculum, whatever is being taught in the class, with the skills which they are going to learn with those teaching lectures, discussions, activities, and projects. But why? Because jobs are evolving. There are going to be jobs which are not going to be there in future. There are going to be the jobs which cannot be taught even right now, right? So it is the change is the only constant. It is happening. Then automation is replacing routine work, right? We all know the moment you are just choosing and keeping your choice product in the cart, they take you to the payment and then the address and things. So all these things, once the order is being placed, you are going to receive the message and the email confirming your order. Automation is there. So digital literacy, 21st century skill is really employer needs problem solvers. They don't need, I won't say that they don't need, but I'll say they prefer. They might be having the harder skills, the specific domain knowledge, but what about the application of it? How to solve the problems with those, knowledge they have gained. So it is really important that they need to get skills. Just last day, I was just talking to one of my ex-student who is doing masters in psychology now, and she was sharing with me, Shilpi ma'am, one of my cousin has done this course from UK, but now she is not able to land up a job because that knowledge and course hasn't given her any kind of skill. So it is a serious thing. Degrees might be your entry ticket now. You all are the leaders of your institute, guys. You might be seeing while doing the recruitment and the appointment of the teachers that whether they have the knowledge of the specific subjects they are going to teach. But the other things, that how are they talking to the peers? How are they with the students, very first of all? Is there a happy classroom environment or right? So this is what they need to work on. Skills make students confident and independent, undoubted. All right, a student with coding skills can earn early. A student with communication skills leads better. You all have answered these yourself, right? So anyone who would like to participate in this activity, that which skill of yours, despite your that leadership or your hard skill, has helped you to be in the job right now you are in? Yes, is it communication skill? Is it empathy? Is it team building? Yes, ma'am.
Communication for me, ma'am. I think that's what helped me most. Yeah.
Can you please elaborate? Can you just take us to the moment of your interview, or if it had happened, or things like that? How communication has played the part in your success and growth?
Sure. So my first job was in Deloitte. I cracked my interview. There were around like 400 applicants. And the first 3 rounds were based on
Oh my God,
verbal
that's quite an
ability,
achievement.
communication,
Wow.
and a little bit in aptitude and all of that. So that
Okay.
helped me the most. And every job I cracked, I think my communication helped me the most.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone?
Patience.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now that is something I do have to, learn. Okay. Anyone, that team team building, that if they take your name, so what is one cardinal trait that is being used synonymous to your name? For example, अगर हम गांधी जी की बात करते हैं तो it is non violence. अगर हम लोग मदर टेरेसा की बात करते हैं तो it is all about caring, humanitarian, right? So what is one thing? Yes, Rekha ma'am. What is one synonym?
Absolutely, somewhat experience.
Experience, all right.
Sometimes,
Okay.
no, the first question, which skill helped you most in life? I feel like working 20 years in the corporate schools, in the public school, I feel like that experience is something which helps
Okay.
you, because
Okay.
it's like hands-on learning, the way we teach the students.
Mm.
It's the same with me also,
Okay.
with
All right.
dealing with different type of teachers, different group of teachers. So yes, things
Thank you.
have become the, I'll tell you one thing, Shilpi ma'am. It
Yes.
is for every leader that if we are a leader, we have all these things in our plate: patience, leadership
Yeah, yeah.
quality, communication skills, and then in that one will be which will be leading us. That will be, this is for me, it is like I'll tell, for me communication skills comes, but experience, yes.
Okay.
बोलते हैं ना हिंदी में, घाट घाट का पानी पी के कहीं ना कहीं तो पहुंच ही जाते हो.
Absolutely. Yes, yes.
For me it comes like that, ma'am.
I totally agree with you that you guys are at a position where you cannot focus on one. You need to have, the taste of everything. That is for sure, right? But we also have to agree to this, that one thing always stands out in our personality. For some, it can be empathy. For some, it can be communication. For some, it can be experience. For some, it can be quick learning, quick thinking. That's a very beautiful word that has been given to us in the chat box. So quick thinking, right? To how to come up with the solution if it is SOS, situation. So that is also very, very needed. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's start with Kaushal Board. So Kaushal Board is for class 6 to 8. All right. So what is Kaushal Board? It's all about the vocational education and its awareness. कि आखिर ये जो all these kind of skills, so what are those skills, what can be the career based on it, and are they having the interest of it or no? All right, so it is for class 6 to 8. It is introduced under NEP 2020. I'll take NEP and the implementation together with Kaushal Bodh and Kaushal Vikas. Yes, someone said something. Okay, all right. I'll just pass it there. Okay, so the first thing is that students get their first structured exposure to the world of work through meaningful project-based learning. Okay, so for example, they all our learners, our students have seen that in their life they need cook also, they need drivers also, they need carpenters also, they need potters also. Diwali ke time pe earthen lamps hote hain. Then they need seamstress also, tailors also. So any sabka combination, and of course the farmers, agriculture, jo ki hum kha rahe hain, we cannot survive there. So they need to understand from where all these facilities are coming. Okay, so the very first thing is that they need to start respecting these profession as any other doctor, engineer profession. Okay, so there are 3 parameters, everyone. Work with life forms, which is all about agriculture and animal care, biodiversity and gardening. Then comes work with machines and materials. इसमें robotics भी आ सकता है, AI tools भी आ सकते हैं, carpentry भी आ सकती है, fashion designing में sewing and stitching and all. Then work in human services. You can make them visit the orphanages, old age homes, or can have, each one teach one activity. So this is how they are going to come up with how to, just provide the service to the people. For each project, they have given us 30 hours. That means it is between 53 to 55 periods of 40. This much is clear, everyone, right? This is clear? Okay. Now, integrating vocational education with academics. अब ये वाली चीज 54 periods, 53 periods, 30 hours कहाँ पे हम अपने academic calendar में डालें? Absolutely. Let's talk about the reality also. You have the pressure of the curriculum completion, that too with effectiveness. And then you have to conduct the exams. You have your own school activities. Your own school calendar is there. Now, how to do it? Okay. So they have given us this flexibility, feasibility that these can be inculcated in our own subject. Is there any question? Yes? No? Okay. All right. So, for example, if they are talking about the first one is work with life forms, okay? So, इसमें science आ सकता है. That how the plant life cycle. Now, do you remember when we were kids, तो हमें कहा गया था कि वो छोटे से tin के डिब्बे में just put the those sprouted seeds and then plant it, water it, and then see how it comes. So that kind of a thing can also be done. Okay, so that can be for your class 6. I'll be giving you the break through for what all things can be done for class 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Then comes with your social science. You can make them visit the museum or the local thing. For example, I am from Saharanpur. So Saharanpur is worldwide famous for its wood carving. So I took my kids to the factory there. And there they have seen the woodwork, they have talked to the labor. So ये सारा कुछ observe किया जा रहा है, and which is going to be the part of your assessment as well. Now comes the computer science. So the coding, the robotics, and these kind of things, cyber security, internet safety, AI tools, whatsoever. You have to click pics as evidences. You have to conduct oral tests भी कर सकते हैं. हम लोग MCQs भी कर सकते हैं. उसी वक्त you are showing them on your smart boards, and they are solving. How are they? You can assess them then and there only. Okay, so this is how it is going to work. With your maths, you have to give them a situation. Okay, this is the area of our school which has been given to us for garden fresh. Like we are going to do the gardening. Now, you have to just measure it, ratio banao, or while you are doing the fireless cooking. So if you are making them do the sandwich thing or any kind of thing.
పున్న మీరు వెళ్ళిపోయినారేమో అని సార్ చెప్పారు మీరు కింద ఉన్నారు అని సార్ వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు దాని తర్వాత
I understood each and everything. Okay. No, that's just a joke. Okay, so while we are making them cook a thing, so we can always tell them about ratio and proportion. You can always give them ki just draw the chart ki ye cheez kaise bani hai, and that's it, right? So it is the actual application which is happening. Language, you can always have the oral presentation. Okay, tell me how have you created this science project? Tell me about your visit to the museum or any kind of orphanage or old age home you have taken, right? You can always ask them to do the documentation, flow chart bana sakte hain, and things like that. Then comes your art education. They can always create in their drawing files कि मेरा garden ऐसे होगा. I am going to plant these creepers होते हैं, आपके shrubs होते हैं, herbs होते हैं, कौन से edible होते हैं, कौन से. So science, art, and everything is being integrated. All right. So this is how the Kaushal both for class 6, 7th, 8th is going to be. Any question regarding the subjects and all? Anyone? Yes, Gayatri. Yeah.
Ma'am, so you mean to say that in social, if the children are going for a museum field trip, that will be considered under the Kaushal Vikas thing.
Yes. That
So
that
that is
that is going-
okay. So we
that
can
is
show
going to
that
be
as
your
one
big-
project, and we are done with human services. Does it come under human services
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. If you are taking them to a visit, it is going to be the field trip as well as you have done the human services with them. Two things. You have killed two birds with one shot. That is what the flexibility and the feasibility they have given us.
Okay, and what are the supporting documents? Do we submit something in the CBSE portal in terms of?
Regarding, so I am just going to take you through the journey of assessment and the things. We need to be ready with each and everything. Whensoever they ask us, then we have to feed it. All right. Otherwise, the teachers needs to have it on their own. You can have the photographs, because in the annual function, your like aapka bhi school must be showing the annual report. So that can also be the part of it, that 250 students visited. They have given or donated this to the people. That can be the part of your annual report also. And whensoever CBSE portal ask the school to put in the things, you have the ready evidence and you are going to put it. Regarding the assessment for Kaushal board, please, it is said to that the teacher should be ready with it whensoever they are going to ask it. It is going to be uploaded. For Kaushal Vikas, it is going to be open just like a class 10th and 12th internal assessment जैसे होते हैं, वैसे ही 9th or 11th 9 to 12th के लिए होंगे. For class 6, 7, 8, they are just implementing. So it might not happen this year, which is just my guess. All right. So please don't sue me for saying this. But yes, we need to be ready with that. Yeah. Is it clear? Yes, Rekha ma'am.
Ma'am, as it has been told that 110 hours per year we have to use for this Kaushal board.
Abhi main
So,
kara.
as Gayatri ma'am has made a very nice plan, and we were discussing, ma'am has given also shared. So, my thing is this, how to divide this 110 hours, because if we'll go with the sections and then we have to go with the periods, with our teaching periods, this is something where it becoming very dicey, because everything we cannot give for the house also. सारा काम घर पे ऐसे ही पेरेंट्स पागल हो जाते हैं that IDP भी घर भेज देते हो, EBSB भी घर भेज देते हो, this also you will send. So this is something, because we all leaders are sitting here and this is very mandatory. Kaushal board is very mandatory. You have to do it this time. So 100, and if you can just tell me about, because I am putting my head into this for a long time, 110 hours per year
Okay.
for these modules and field work, how to implement.
I just request you that it is going to give you the breakthrough. Okay? And I have the slides where it is being divided. It is just a matter of 5 minutes that we'll reach that slide, right? Secondly, please leaders, we need to play smart here. All right, as a trainer, I might be sounding out of professional, but from the experience of being the teacher and of course being the coordinator also in a school, we need to play smart. We need to come up. Okay, you are saying that इतने सारे sections होते हैं, तो हर एक के साथ 110 नहीं करना है, ma'am. If you have done one activity with all your five sections, which is going to be compiled together, we need to bring the integration together. Yes, Rekha ma'am.
Ma'am, I understood. See, here I have cleared that this much percentage will be oral percentage and activity books and teacher observation, that written test, everything I have percentage wise I've divided. My concern is that this time we don't have to upload, but do we need to do few of the glimpses in the school only to have those photographs, in the sense to upload? So you're getting my thing.
The uploading part hasn't been set by CBSE
Yes,
yet.
yes.
It hasn't been. But what if they are, we also know by the experience now that they just ask randomly, right? So we need to be ready with that. Okay. Now comes your concern is that how to manage these 110 hours, right? If I am wrong with that, right? That is your concern?
Yes, that is my concern because see, ma'am, as per profession, like as per smart leadership, we know ki, this much work we will divide it, we will give it for home, this much time we will give it for the school. Just say in my school premises, I have divided the whole ground into few sections that this you can do gardening here for this class, for some other life skills. So some we can give for the house, but at least few hours how we will adjust in the school timetable in spite of the CBSE, the way they demand, and in spite of other life skills classes, other curriculum, and then at least 2 hour, at least 2 periods we have to give per week. That how we will implement, if you can just give a rough skeleton.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So let me talk about the teacher appointment and the roles. So any existing teacher with relevant knowledge and expertise may lead the Kaushal board. Please, it is not mandatory to have a Kaushal board or a skill awareness as a separate teacher. If you think so that your science teacher is also very good when it comes to cooking, she can also conduct that particular activity and that class. If you think so that your maths teacher is a very good when it comes to conducting the quiz, based on it, that a teacher can also do. If you think so that your English and Hindi teachers are great communicators and they can have the discussion, that can also be done. Okay, so with the teachers right now, we don't have to appoint a specific, a separate coordinator or the head right now. The teachers existing where it is just that you need to ask them that what kind of role or the things they are having. Ma'am, I am just going to complete this and then we'll ask you. Yeah. Okay. Now comes that we can always have the talks or the guest lecturers by the resource person of that particular industries. That is also going to be counted in your 110 hours, right? For example, if you are talking about fireless cooking and things like that, you can always ask a dietitian to come to your school and give the talk to your students of class 6, 7, 8 together if you have the capacity of that auditorium. Okay, and then they are talking about the balanced diet, they are talking about the proteins and the carbohydrates or jo bhi cheezein chal rahi hain. All right, so that is also going to be counted. So koi ek special teacher you don't have to appoint, but yes, we can have one resource person based on one activity which is being done in your school. You can have the expert from that industry. Okay, now they want us teacher coordinator, which is nominated by the principal. All right, so who is going to schedule all the project activities, liaison with the subject teachers, coordinate the field visit and maintain the assessment. So this is going to be the teacher coordinator. Then comes the project teachers. So one teacher who is leading for all the sections, or you, if you think so that your school capacity is manageable, that teacher can conduct the same activity for all your class 6, 7, 8. Right? Lead 1 or 2 projects matching their subjects, deliver theory demos and hands-on, guide field trips and complete the activities. Then comes a community resource person. I have just given you the detail about it, that you can have a guest who is going to give your 30 to 40 minutes talk regarding it. Yeah, and then they whatever they have learned with that can be shared by your participants at Kaushal Mela, which is going to enhance their communication skill. Yes, principal ma'am, you raised your hand. Yeah.
I just wanted to resonate with you on the thought that we need not appoint any special official for maintaining these activities or inculcating these hobbies among the children. We have a plan of club activities at our school, identifying the qualities of teachers, whichever skill they are good at. We are going to appoint them. Yes. So I just wanted to resonate with you on the thought.
Because this is not going to be throughout the year wali cheez hai na. Yes, it is going to happen throughout the year, but in bits and parts, right? That
Once a
once
week.
they have done field visit, then the assessment is going on, then the demo is going on. इसी तरह से आप schedule करोगे. So that teacher needs to be free on that day, right? We do know that the curriculum is really, really challenging, and our students, cherry on top, are really giving us the demanding attitude and things like that. But if CBSE expects us, we have to abide by the rules, right? This is one thing. So what is the action which has to be taken by the, by the end of July is nominate a teacher coordinator. Now, ma'am, everything do not have to, go by the book. If you too have to see what is the culture of your school, what is the culture of your city, what is the quality of your students, what kind of work or the activity is actually going to be feasible, suitable, and can be conducted in a really good sense. Okay, so that's where our creativity and problem solving comes. हमें देखना है ये वाली चीज कि हमारे स्कूल और कल्चर के हिसाब से क्या चीज सेट हो. Right, so that is all about our teacher appointment. Now comes your class-wise project map. So let's talk about work with life forms, school kitchen garden or biodiversity, right? So we can have all these things. You all know. Machines and materials, it is the maker skills or the animations, robotics, AI tools. Even if, I came up, sorry, confession, I didn't came up, but someone gave the idea. They brought the yoga teacher. Okay, the yoga teacher gave the talk, and they did asanas. Then they asked the students to find out 2 free apps which is going to support their health and well-being. They came up with this, and then they said, you have to register yourself and tell me how it goes. So their digital literacy came, their health came, their communication skills came, and that's how they have done. So these kind of activities, these kind of integrated programs can also be done. So they have worked with the machines. यहाँ पे actually में अब when they gave carpentry, I was quite skeptical. छोटे-छोटे tender हाथों से मेरे बच्चे कैसे वो axe और वो सब पकड़ेंगे? It is going to be really a thing. But that was my apprehension. It might be very feasible in your school, right? So you need to come up with that. We don't have to do everything. We just have to do the things which is going to give them a certain kind of skills. In your machines, you can have a resource person as a pottery thing, as an embroiderer, as a calligrapher also, and how they have made it their profession and earning money. That can also be the project for them, right? Then comes human service, cooking without fire. Mother's Day आता है, Father's Day आता है, Labor's Day आता है, ma'am. Ask them to create a sandwich and distribute. They are getting the things. One bread, one packet of bread is going to be shared by 3 students. किसी को boiled potato लाना है, किसी को ketchup लाना है, किसी को cucumber लाना है, onion लाना है, tomatoes लाना है, things like that. And they are working with the tools like knife and paper napkins and things. That is how it is going to go. Science भी आ गया, health भी आ गया, human service भी आ गया. Right? So it has to be integrated. We just have to be creative. That's it. Yep. Now comes class 6 के. Now, class 6, these are the things. You can go beyond these also, guys. These are beyond this also. This is जो easily, flexibly and effectively हो सकता है. Okay. Kitchen garden, so identifying the gardening tools. One lecture given on gardening tools. सबको साथ में बैठा दो. Garden में ले जाओ जब मौसम अच्छा हो, when it is good. Gardening tools. All right, then they tell them how to prepare the compost. One demonstration can always be done. Then they are sowing the seed, tracking and harvesting, right? Then estimate the market value. Okay, तुम्हारे एरिया में गेहूं कितने का है, तुम्हारे एरिया में ये क्या है. They are just coming up with the research, or they are talking to their grandparents, or they are collecting the information from their parents. Any of the thing is more than welcome. And then it is the Kaushal Mela exhibition that we did this compost. हमने planting करी है और we have learned this. अगर planting नहीं भी हुई है, they might have a chart that we have created or collected the data based on it, and that's how the kitchen garden will be done. Then comes the maker skills, identifying the simple machine, needle हो गया, scissors हो गए, screw driver हो गया, these things, right? Built catapult. Of course, Indians के लिए तो ये सबसे अच्छा है. पतंग, बसंत में पतंग की एक्टिविटी करा दो. It's all done. It is all super fun for the kids. बसंत में we did the kite making, the actual kite making, along with pea pulao. हमने बच्चों से मटर छिलवाए थे, बच्चों ने ही चावल धोए थे, बच्चों ने ही तड़का लगाया था, and then we had the outdoor activity. Okay, so it was super fun. So we can have it in this way also. They are studying the bicycle parts and how to maintain it. All right, visit bicycle repair shop. Just example, guys, just examples. Okay, toy shop, and then they are exhibiting that this is the top. Please give them Lego. You know, every school should have one repair room. You know, that RR room. वहां पर जाकर तुम्हारी कोई भी चीज टूट गई है, you must be having छोटा चीजें to just to repair there. Yeah, right. So the toy exhibition, create something out of these Lego Lego pieces. That's how. Cooking without fire. Okay, you have we all know the activity cooking without fire. Rather than they tasting them, okay, who is your favorite teacher? उन्हें जाके खिला पिलाओ and get the true feedback. I know there is going to be a chaos. शिल्पी मैम, ये तो नहीं हो सकता, सारे के सारे 200 बच्चों को तो हम नहीं दौड़ा सकते, वॉलंटियर्स दे देंगे, राइट? सो दैट्स हाउ. जाकर उसे करो जिसे आपने गुड मॉर्निंग सबसे पहले सुबह बोला था. Create that curiosity in them. Biodiversity register forms. All right, survey the living things. Very cute example. कि seeds को लेकर आए, पानी में डाल दिए, जो सी भी seed float कर रही है, those are bad seeds. जो भी नीचे जा रही है, those are good seeds. That's it. Visit to the farms. लीची का season चल रहा है, mango orchards की visit हो रही है. They are वो गंदे तरीके से squeeze करके mango खा रहे हैं, but they are happy. They are learning. Okay. Use Google Lens to identify species. Let them use the Google Lens. And then if you have created any kind of, MCQs based on biodiversity, then present findings and then present it in your Kaushal Mela. Kaushal Mela में सबको दिखावा करना है, सबको बताना है हमने कितनी मेहनत करी है पूरे साल भर. All right, दिखावा is the wrong word. I accept. No, we have to show to the parents that actually the kids are learning this, right? Animation and games. So whatever you ask them, हमें तो कुछ भी नहीं पता है कि कौन-कौन से games आ रहे हैं. They are going to give you the full details, levels and everything, and then tell them how to do the debugging, or what is the cyber security, what kind of password should be used. Right? School museum. You can always take your chota bachas to senior library, those senior bachas to the junior library, and ask them to narrate a story that they have read. All right? Or छोटे बच्चों से कहो कि किस की आपने किताब लिखी, कौन से लोगों को आपने पहचाना, there is Mahatma Gandhi and things like that. That is going to happen. Any questions regarding this? I know I am talking continuously. Yeah, this is going to be grade 7. Any questions? So far, so good. Okay. All right. Now comes for our grade 7. It's textile and fashion designing, right? We can always take. You can always make them visit the raw material shop की cotton कौन सा होता है, nylon कौन सा होता है, polyester क्या होता है, muslin क्या होता है, and then they just have to create छोटे-छोटे swatches या फिर छोटे-छोटे handkerchiefs, उसी में अगर embroidery करा सकती हो. It is gender neutral, guys, right? There is nothing like girls and boys here, okay? And then they can always create the cost. I am going to show you the details ki kis tarah se cost and all ka aap log for format de sakte ho bachchon se, and then they are showcasing their creativity. छोटे छोटे पापा के नाम का handkerchief बना लिया या छोटा सा कोई मोबाइल केस बना लिया, anything that is feasible. First aid and the healthcare, identifying the common injuries, kisme, which is the bruise, which is the burn, what kind of first aid should be given, that kind of a thing. If it is a fever or just a pain, stomach ache hai, things like that. जो बच्चे रोज में बहाने बनाते हैं या फिर they always are facing. Electronics and circuits. You need to give them this is a circuit. Now here comes that physics wale teacher ka kaam. All right, I might be very bad in this. So this, the circuits, that how the things are working. वो बचपन में हमने भी project बनाया था that match the following में, that if you are matching one wire to the correct wire, then the bulb is going to glow up, right? So that kind of a thing. Digital photography. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. They can always, super excited to use the cameras and all, and then they are creating the pictures. Okay. Then planting. They are studying the seed germination. Kitab mein to padhi rahe, but they are going to learn here as well. And Google Lens use karke, we are going to identify which seed is going to give us which. Nishant sir, PPT, you'll be getting the recording. So in case you can click the things, or it is going to be visible in all the recording. Yeah. Then comes the hospitality and the tourism. Oh my God. Ask them to create reels. Truly telling you, ठीक है, reel बनाना. Actually, मैं reel नहीं बनाना है, but what if you have gone to a trek or things, and then they are serving the information to their followers. So that kind of activity can also be done. Now project 8. Now comes sustainable farming. Okay, so set up a small aquaponics unit, monitor the water quality, ki kaise kya hai. I mean, this has to be taken by the science teacher, which I am not at all. Then comes the community journalism. They can also interview, the teachers or their family members or their neighborhood. What is one thing that makes you really happy? What is one thing that really makes you angry? What is one thing that really triggers you? Question. हम लोग छोटी-छोटी चीजें दे सकते हैं. You can always give them a product and they are selling that product. Entrepreneurship aa jayega. So that's how. App designing and coding. We all know that they can create the prototype of it. Then comes 3D modeling. Pottery ki wo cheez kara diya. Is Kaushal Mela for all grades? Twinkle ma'am, it is going to be from class 6 to 12. And when we'll be diving deep in to Kaushal Vikas, we'll be getting the idea. Yeah. Few lines about
Twinkle
competence.
ma'am, 1 second.
Yes,
Our chairman sir is going to join. His name is P. Srinivasa Rao. If you see him waiting in the window, please allow. Okay.
Yep.
Am I audible, Shilpi ji? Saida ji,
Yes,
am I
ma'am.
audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now we
Okay.
can hear you.
Yes, I will let him in. Abhi he is
Thank
not
you,
in
ma'am.
waiting room. Abhi when he will come, I will let him in.
Achha, okay. So should I continue, right?
Yeah, Shilpi ji, please.
Okay, I am not getting composite skill lab. Also, is there a tentative timeline to set? I'll be giving you that the roles, duties, and the deadlines which are expected from the principal. Yeah, I'll be giving you. It is there. Yeah. Actually, I am just taking step by step because this is informative, right? So I need to give all the information from my side. So where was I? Yeah, 3D modeling and the printing. So pottery classes ho gayi or any kind of science project they are making. Beekeeping and honey processing can also be there if it is there in your town. If it is possible to visit the thing, that is also they have given. Financial literacy, understanding the budgeting and all. Again, the activity will be shown to you. So these are the activities of class 6, 7, 8, which has been divided. They can always have a combination of it also. And you can always, bring that there are certain activities which class 6 and 7 is doing together. There are activities which class 7 and 8 is doing together and things like that. Entirely the school's culture, the comfort and the learning. The impact has to be created, not the ripple. Yeah. Now comes the field visit and the community engagement, which we have talked about. Classroom activities, may we can have audio visuals, we can have AI tools telling them, expert talks, and the reflective questioning. That means if you think so that your students need to get some kind of gear up, you can always give a couple of questions before also. Right? Because we need to portray our class and our school in front of the community expert really well. So just as a backup, field visit, at least one visit per project is mandatory. That means one for life form. You can visit the nursery, one for your human service. You can have orphanage, old age home. And then comes one with machine learning. You can have a carpentry or bicycle or things like that. So that's how one each. Okay. Farms, nurseries, workshops, museums. Prepare questions in advance. Please, we need to have the questions. We need to train them. Yes, students can always ask them on their own, but we need to have the questions before they put up there. And systematic observation recording. If we can have the जैसे हमने दिया ना आपको pre-webinar worksheet. If you can also have a questionnaire before also, that will be great, right? You can have it in the form of Google form also. You can have it in the form of hard copy also. Hands-on practical work. Then we are having the labs for it. Work with actual tools, group-based project, resource person, guide skills, heart of caution, both delivery, right? So this is going to come. Community resource person, we have talked a lot about it, right? You can always have the experts coming to that. Now comes the assessment and the evaluation. So it is theory is 20% and 80% is going to be the rest. Ab ye kaise hoga? We can always have written test, pen paper, it is 10%. You can give them 10 MCQs, objectives and all. Don't go ahead with subjective things. You can always have the orals also, right? Then they have oral presentation. If they have created any project, group project hai, group mein 5-6 bachcho ko saath mein bula ke, we can always have. That can also be conducted and is going to have 30% weightage. Activity book, okay. No confusion. We don't want any kind of extra project file or activity book as in. If they have created any kind of their own project, that is also good. Handkerchief is there, that is good. They have done the fireless cooking, so that sandwich or that idli or whatsoever they have created, that is also good. So that is going to be the activity book. They can have it in the form of photographs as well. Okay, portfolios, photos, sketches, growth records, and drawings. This is going to be the record where you have put everything. Then the teacher's observation. Whosoever teacher is going, they are going to observe and they are going to give this. So the total is 100%. Is there any question regarding assessment? Yes, Gayatri ma'am.
Ma'am, so this assessment will be individual, not as a group or as a class, as a whole.
Yeah. Even if the activity has been done in a group, you need to assess the child individually.
So
right?
such assessment should be maintained for each and every child.
Maintain. Yes, ma'am. They might not ask you this year. Again, telling you, I don't know this, but we need to be ready with that we have conducted. This is going to be the second thing also, that in your annual report function, you always tell them, while you are writing the remarks and the anecdotes of your students for the promoted class and the teachers, that is also going to be a great help and a support. It is not only quantitative numbers of the subject, but this skills subjects are also assessed. So that's how it is going to happen, right? Yeah. Now, some were asking about the implementation, right? That what is the deadline of it? Let's talk about this. So April to May, it is planning and orientation, okay? This is exclusively taken from Kaushal Bodh textbook only, which is there on the CBSE side. At the end of the session, I'll give you that slide jahan pe sare ke sare wo resource things hai. All right. Nominate teachers, select 3 projects and map projects to teachers and procure tools and materials, whatsoever is being needed. June, July project launch. All right. We are just launching it. August, September project 1 in progress. October, November project 2 in progress. December, Jan project 3 and the assessment. Now, it is not necessary that assessment is going to be pushed till here. If you think so that your assessment can be done here for project 1, great. Because we teachers also tend to forget. Yeah. All right. So please, let's not get into this. While they are doing, assess them. I think so that this is going to be more feasible and you are going to have much more accurate record of it. Right? And then Feb to March, we are going to have the Kaushal Mela, where everything is going to be, showcased. So this is the calendar which they have given. Anyone questions? Shoot. Okay. All right. Now comes.
Sahidaji, you want to ask something here?
Yes. Someone
Any questions from anyone?
Yeah. About the labs and all?
It seems to be pretty clear. Maybe once we, after this training, we will process the information and then we would get doubts.
Yes,
Especially when we
absolutely.
discuss with each other.
Yes.
So tomorrow, yeah, before we start, maybe few doubts might be there for you to clarify.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
As of
All
now,
right.
the way you're explaining, it's pretty precise and simplified. So that's okay. That's going on well.
Okay.
We are glad for that. Now comes whether we need to have the labs. If you have the space, if you can, definitely, right? Like I have told you to have a repair room also, okay? But that is my idea. If it cannot be implemented, we can have these things, right? Again, the choice of the activities is entirely what the school is having right now. So if we all are having gardens, we just need to ask the gardeners to be ready with all the tools and things, and that gardener can explain to our students. Okay, so we don't need an extra lab for that for now. Okay, so gardening tool and hand cultivator, shears and things, watering cans, seeds, compost bin and fencing materials. All these things are used by our Mali Bhaiya and all our gardeners. Well in time. Then comes your machines for the machine learning. We have computers. We have the smart boards. Teach next. We have the internet connectivity. Okay, and if you are doing any kind of activity where you need ice cream sticks, rubber bands, bottle caps, and all, these can be always asked from the students as well. Okay, scissors, cutters, glue guns, cardboards. We can all the class teachers are always carrying. Our teacher's bag is a universe, right? It is always having everything with it. Then comes a spanner set, oil, grease, air pump. This is going to happen only when the activity is being done. Okay, human chopping board, knife. If there is a home science teacher or the home science subjects there, We need to have the utensils, knives, inductions, and things like that. Kitchen weighing scale, magnifying lenses, artifacts, drawing crafts, and dustbins for wet and dry. Pretty, we all are having all the things in our school. It is a list that they have given. We don't need to have a separate classroom. If we are having it, great. Everything will be there, and from there we can always have the demonstration in a bigger place so that all the sections can be put together. Okay. Now, AI tools, we can have Google Lens, we can have Scratch, ChatGPT, AI image. We don't need to have it. The kids are very much fluent. They are not only tech savvy, they are now tech fluent with all these things. If we want to conduct an activity, we can always ask the computer teacher to show it on the bigger screen. So that's how it is going to be, right? So this is how the lab things that was being asked is answered, I suppose, right? Now the principal's action checklist. All right. So this is going to be a checklist. So sorry that I am the person who is giving you, but this is just for your clarity. So immediately by the end of July, we need to have the teacher coordinator select 3 projects, map each projects, identify the कम्युनिटी रिसोर्स पर्सन की कौन कौन कब आएगा हमारे स्कूल में टॉक देने के लिए. Great if you can ask your alumni to come. Please, if you think so that some of your ex-students have really reached to certain levels, ask them to pay visit to their alma mater. And then let them talk. And when they are going to, okay, this was the place which was our old library. Here, Mrs. Rai used to stand and always used to, see whether we are having the cut nails and all. Let them feel nostalgic and take your present generation to the older years of the school. That shows the essence of your school as well. So you can always have a combination of the resource person, the industry experts, but also the alumni. Why not? Right? Even the topper or the great communicator or the winner, jo bhi inter-school top winner tha in his or her competitive years. Okay, we can have that. Short term, July to August, we need to have the tools and materials, activity books to grade 6. Okay, so this is Kaushal both PDF that has to be shared. All right. I would suggest that the teachers should have it and then they extract the activities from it rather than giving it to the students. Otherwise, there might be a chance that there is going to be a havoc. Hame ye sara kuch karna hai, so let's not get into that. All right. Let's keep this year as our very first foundational year for this. Student field visit kab jana hai? Yes, Gayatri ma'am.
Is there a activity book which is released by the board?
Yes.
Okay. A link for that also can be shared.
Hanji. Ma'am, the last slide is having all the resources. Like I have given the site. You are going to find everything there. Yeah. So 6, 7, 8, we have a separate Kaushal both this, and then you can always give the brief to the parents about the Kaushal Mela and what are you trying to do. Then September to Feb, you have to monitor that how the activities and the assessments are being doing, and then the final grades for this and the Kaushal Mela as well. So that's a checklist for the principal. Yeah. Any questions? Yes, Gayatri ma'am.
Ma'am, you said that we have to take up 3 projects.
Yes.
So is it okay if we can divide the students into 3 groups and give 3 different projects? No, all the 3 should do all of them should experience all the 3.
Okay. Ma'am, they have given us 3 forms. One is agriculture or the life form, machine learning, and the human service. All 3 has to be done by all the students of class 6, 7, 8. Okay. If you think so, that you can divide your school students, that some might go to old age home, some might go to hospital, some might go to bicycle thing, that is a different activity. But everyone has to do 3 activities based on these 3 parameters. They have given us the subcategories that under work with life forms, some can do kitchen gardening, some can sow the seed. But if you think so, that is going to be really haywired and a lot of activities going on every day in the school. You can always shortlist one activity for all the students, but every student has to do one activity in each form. So that was all about Kaushal Bodh. Any questions till now? That was all about class 6, 7, 8. Okay. Should I switch on to Kaushal Vikas? There are repetitive things which I'll be really quick. Like I am not going to skip anything, but there are very important things which has to be there because now it is the board class which is involved here, right? So now Kaushal Vikas is about 9 to 12. Class 6, 7, 8, you have spread awareness. Kaushal Bodh was awareness. Kaushal Vikas is development. You are developing the things in the form, giving them the idea, how are you going to make money in future? Or this is also one of the things which is there out in the market. They can always think about it. Okay. Why this is needed? I'll give you a very shocking this. Only 5% in India workforce is formally skilled, as compared to 52% in USA and 80% in Japan. In Japan school, we all know the culture of Japan. In their play school and primary school, they are not working with textbook pencils and all. They are stitching, they are cooking the simple meals, they are cleaning their schools, they are cleaning the toilets and things like that. That's how the skill is being developed. They are, activities empathizing that if there is going to be a seat in the bus, whom are you going to give? Whether it is going to be a pregnant lady or an old man or a lady with a young child. So that kind of activities that is being integrated. That's why it is 80% in Japan. Right? Then students can earn dual certificate, which is academics. You are teaching them. You are giving them your school ka result. Then NSQF, which is National Skills Qualification Framework. Right? Under this, they can register themselves, they can learn the skills, and then they are certified. They are having the certification to conduct the paid internship or the part-time job. That is what the thing. We all know the Western culture, summer schools, summer internships and things like that. Right? So this is what they are trying to bring. Social stigma. जो बच्चों के दिमाग में होता है ना, that they are two-tiered people and things like that. That is also going to be removed when they're actually going to cook meals. Okay, I have to buy vegetables also. I have to maintain the groceries also. I have to use this also, that also. That's how they are going to. Then they are also going to understand the competency-based framework. Is there any questions still now regarding Vikas? Okay. What is Kaushal Vikas? It is a vocational education system for the senior and senior secondary, that is class 9 to 12, aligned with NSQF and NEP. I have told you about this, right? Students train for an industry recognized job role. अब वहां पर वो सीख रहे थे. Here they are actually developing it as a job role. They are going to get the job. How is it going to happen? We are just going to talk about it. Then one skill subject offered per student. One skill is going to be there. They are doing 3 things as an activity. Here it is going to be one skill subject which they have to take. Now, what all that can be IT, retail, engineering, services, or hospitality. Again, if you see, it is the extension of those three work forms only, which has come as an emphasis. आप ये समझ लो that this is the majors that they are doing there. It was all the subjects they were learning. Okay. Kaushal Vikas is not a side elective. It builds a verifiable skill credential. Okay. If a child is having a vocational subject, that can be the fifth subject if they failed in their boards in the fifth subject. So that is the biggest, what I can say, incentive. Academics, 5 core subjects continued. Skill subject replaces 1 elective or the 6th subject. Employability skills, we all know from 9th onwards, you all are teaching your students the employability. Career pathway, they are not going to be confused. Oh my God, still they are confused that what all subjects they have to take. They don't know their strength, weakness. They don't know it. They don't know their, kind of interest, which their passion, which can become their profession. So that kind of a thing. NSQF ka hai, class 9th is level 1, class 10 is level 2, class 11 is level 3, class 12 is level 4. Progressive in depth. And that's how they are going to get the certificate and they can land up with a job if they want to. Certification, it is a NCVET certified. Then board exam, skill subject. Again, telling you skill subject can replace 1 failed academic subject in class 10th and counted towards at CGP. That is the benefit. Now, vocational coordinator and roles, I am going to be very quick. Again, we need to have a skill developmental coordinator here. All right, overall, who is seeing Kaushal Vikas for class 9 to 12, liaison between all the teachers and the resource person. They are maintaining the assessments and also the compliance. That means they are going to talk to the people to give them some kind of complimentary internship or the hands-on learning experience. Then we have skill or the trade teacher. If we can again have a skill teacher who is really good, teacher who has done fashion or textile can teach them the machine thing. If you think so, that is feasible in your school. Deliver theory and the lab and the practical. Track national occupational standards. That means they need to be aware and they need to spread awareness among the students that this job is going to cater to you this much of money tentatively. These are the job profiles that are being needed. This is going to be the roles and responsibilities. They have to give them the why you need to learn this skill. Okay. Liaison with industry mentor for the resource personship. Vocational training, supply certified trainers, arrange industry exposure. Again, the visits and all, right? That how is it working? So that is going to be the vocational coordinators. Now comes the job role continuity. For class 9, they can have for IT, the digital documentation and the data entry, right? That they are entering the data and things like that. Class 10, they are creating the basic networking or creating the spreadsheet. Class 11th and 12th, it is going to be AI, app or web development. For the retail, they are the stores, how do they operate the customer service? Then they are looking into sales, merchandising, billing. Then they come in to the deeper knowledge of banking, insurance, healthcare, hygiene, first aid, patient assistance. Then comes the nursing or the lab procedures. Tourism, the local tourism things. Then comes the front office or the front desk, and then the travel agency of operations. So that's how they are going to come up with Kaushal Vikas. Pedagogies, classroom theories, right? Practical lab work, on the job training. it is mandatory for them to visit the, the industry. And then they have the assessor linkage. Networking is a new currency. They need to, network in the skill which they are learning, and then they have to, come up with the programs. Again, the calendar for this is April to month. It is the same as a Kaushal board. Planning and onboarding, session launch. August is the core skill phase 1. Then November to December, internship. January, pre-board readiness, and fair, it is the assessment and the mela. Please, you can always have, see, they have given us this, but if you think so that internship can be done during their June month when the school was off, that is also good. Yes, Gayatri ma'am.
Is it applicable for the board going students for this year?
Yes,
Grade
yes.
10th?
Yeah, it is there. That's why they are going to get the benefit of the 5th and the 6th subject.
Okay, they do have the benefit of that 5th subject, but internship is not something which in grade 10 is it required, or it is required in +2 in 11th and 12th?
I am just going to give you, they say that even if it is for 5 days, even if it is for a couple of days, I am just going to show you an activity, right? So that is going to clear the picture. All right, so let's have the problem solving and the critical thinking activity. Or they say information is being given to you. So there are 2 pictures given to you. Please tell me what all problems are there, and why one picture is better than the other picture, and what all other things that is better. I need your participation because Twinkle ma'am has given me the deadline 4 baje tak khatam hona hai, and your time is also precious, right? So come on, everyone, what are the problems that you are finding in the
Ma'am,
picture set? Yeah.
I'm so sorry, I didn't raise the hand, and I
No, that's
so
absolutely.
so what happens is generally in both the pictures, the things are like in fun. There is a worker at the back who is helping out to take out the stuff and giving it.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes,
and the
one
other
way.
one, these 2 people are
Yeah.
only doing everything. So, maintaining, dividing the work in a proper way, and then segregating the things, I think it becomes more feasible in an organized way. And the other one is a little disorganized. So, that is why it happens when the manpower is less and the synchronization is not between the people. The work is never good. This is my.
Anyone else? Yes, come on. This is one thing that they have the proper manpower that is needed. Okay, so
I have an answer, Shilpi ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please kindly go
Yes.
ahead.
So the worker actually in the first picture is working, helping them, but in the second picture, he's engaged in something else. So proper allocation of resources and prioritizing tasks is very important.
Not there. You know, the scrolling of the reels and the mobile. So it is the distracting thing. Yes. Anyone else with the third point?
Ma'am, in the first picture, people are very systematic. They're in a line. So it goes in a proper channel. In the second picture, there is it's very clumsy, and I think people are
They
telling
are
so
all,
many
crowded.
what they want.
There
It's sort
is
of
no queue.
crowd. Yes.
Next, yes. There is one more point. That's how your kids are going to do the task, right?
Is it about kids and or aged people?
Yes, yes, yes. There should be a separate queue for the
Queue
senior citizens
management,
and
basically.
the kids along as adjacent to the adults. We are not saying boys and girls, but we are saying adults versus senior citizen and the younger ones. There is also the
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I think the picture is actually this. If the sacks have the ratings, if I'm not wrong, and the other picture, the ratings are not there. So when you have the ratings, you are actually how much you need, you are
how much you
calculating,
need
and yes,
budgeting and time is saved. Along with this, they have the rate list and the availability of the things list pasted on the wall. So this is how. Now
The
you have
instructions.
shown, you in instructions are also there. You have shown this picture to your kid. They have solved the problem, and now you are going to say that the second picture scenario should not happen in your Kaushal Mela. And this is one activity that has been done, right? You have given them, you have prepared them what can go wrong in their exhibitions and things like that, right? Now, again, telling you, I think I have given you this example that there was a yoga thing, and then you have asked them to come up with 2 mobile apps which are free of cost, which is also providing you with asanas or giving you 15 minutes training every day, or teaching you breathing exercises, giving you the balanced diet. So they always come up with this. And then you can always say that there are free online doctor consultation as eSanjeevani, Cowin, Abha, Fit India, and things like that. So this is also taken from the book of Kaushal Vikas. Right? Yes, Rekha ma'am.
Today it's just out of text. Today, after a long time, I'm in the newspaper. We used to have these puzzles where you have to find out what is missing in through pictures. So today, after a
Very,
long
very
time, we have
upset.
done something like that. Not missing actually, but how to do that. So thanks for that, Shilpi ma'am. It was really great.
I feel glad that I can make you feel nostalgic. Yeah, so here comes the site visit, that how can we do. So students are visiting the nursery, and then they are writing the things, they are talking to the expert, and then they have come up with this. Now, this site visit was being planned. How have they come up with this? So I have been talking about budgeting, karo, ye karo, wo karo, and things. For example, they have developed a bill of materials, right? So what all things do they need? They need markers, 2 packets, which is going to be 120 bucks, waste bags, itna chahiye, itinerary sheet, chart papers, this, that, the number of sheets and all. And then they have calculated that in order to create this much thing for a Kaushal Mela, the budgeting is going to be 1145 INR. And this can also be shown in your your Kaushal Mela, right? If you think so that this is applicable to your class 10 or to your class 11, why not? I totally get it. Class 10th and 12th को हम बहुत ज़्यादा वो नहीं कर सकते हैं. But at least we can experiment and we can devote more time to our class 9th and 11. Why not? Let class 10th be participated so that we have that thing. That yes, we have done from class 9 to 12. Okay, another assessment. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah. So assessment remains the same for this. Pen paper, it is 25%. Again, MCQs le lo, or just ask them. Then demonstration and oral. Then comes a site visit, a portfolio, and then comes the teacher's observation. Right? Again and again telling you, no exams. Those 3 hours, 2 hours exams, please don't. During your class, just conduct that. It is done. Okay? Ab 110 compiled karke dikha dena. That is also one of the things. Because trust me, there are days that we have planned everything, and then it is raining like cats and dogs. What are you going to do for that? There are going to be the days we need to have the buffer. We need to have that quick thinking and the smart planning. Okay. So what are things? Why industry linkage? So CBSE vocational education says that 2 industry visits plus 1 internship of 10 to 20 days per student per year. अब मैम देख लो, अब ये तो कह रहे हैं कि per student per year है. Twinkle ma'am, would you like to say anything about Skillveda internship program? I, as a mother, is going to definitely send my child when my child is going to be in class 9th to internship. This is not marketing. This is not sponsored, guys. Okay, this is not sponsored. Straight from a mother, because I have seen that what all skills are being learned by the students: problem solving, communication, art. Then comes your CV,
soft skills also, and leadership, about leadership.
soft skills, leadership, entrepreneurship.
AI and digital tools also for the students.
And within 30 minutes, they have created beautiful book covers and, the Skillveda logo and things like that. So that's how it is. It has happened in the month of June, right? So
Summer,
that's
yeah,
how
we do internship in the month of June, the summer vacation, when the summer vacation started.
summer vacation, and we can always have it in winters also.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's an internship. It's
Right,
I told you, when the holidays are there, we can do that.
exactly. So the online internship is also as acceptable as offline. Okay, industry validates curriculum. Again, the job roles, that what kind of job roles are you going to have? You can always, give them that you rather than calling them the class monitor. Okay, you are the leader of this project. So that kind of profiles can also be given. Then internship is the most important tool. Industry linkage is also there. While they are doing internship, they are going to be exposed to the experts of the respective industries, and that's how it is going to fulfill that tick also of yours. Then comes your start small. Even a kirana store, a pharmacist, or a cyber cafe, any kind of visits if you think so. Let's talk about a case study, MOU, Memorandum of Understanding. A government school in Bangalore signed an MOU with an Apollo pharmacy. Initially, the pharmacy was skeptical. Yeah, छोटे बच्चे हैं, कैसे संभालूंगा, दवाई खा ली, ये हुआ वो हुआ. They are always and always going to be there. They are not going to, because this is something which does. You are actually going against the current, which is going to be exhausting for sure. The teacher negotiated a 5-day trial of 3 students who were interested in that, and then by the end of 3 days, the owner of the pharmacy was so happy, he has given them the paid internship of 15 days. The outcome is the school is now well known for its the support in the vocational education, and now what kind of local business can be done in your thing. Okay, so these kind of things. Just go ahead with 2 days, 3 days. सिर्फ और सिर्फ हमारे पांच बच्चों को करने दो during a long weekend and things like that, if you think so, right? One more thing, Kaushal Vikas, they say that 50% of the student are mandate. 6, 7, 8 के लिए 100% students. For Kaushal Vikas, 9 to 12, 50% mandate. There are going to be apprehensions by the parents. There are कुछ कहेंगे हम अपने बच्चे का टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करना चाहते हैं, बोर्ड है. Okay, sir, accepted. All right, so please. It is just, again, the feasibility and the flexibility, how we are going to bring it. Now comes again the skill lab and infrastructure. So dedicated lab workshop they expect right now in you can always show them your computer lab which is having, and then the question paper. You all are having those क्या बोलते थे हम लोग, exam cells, right, where there are question papers and things. We can always keep in the basket or the cartons the tools and all. Internet enabled computers. Documentation में students की logbook, which has to be with you. Give them an extra register and then they are going to write it. Trainer attendance and the sessions, printouts of the students, and then stuff happened on which day, कौन बच्चा आया था, किस किसने किया. Assessment you are going to conduct, and then the files together. digital and AI tools, we can always, just put it in our Google Sheet, spreadsheet, Excel sheet. What are the expectations of the principals? Immediately, again, it is same as your both. Designate vocational coordinator for class 9 to 12. Parallelize NSQF, कौन-कौन-सी skill हम कराएंगे बच्चों को. Map each subject to a qualified skill. Then set up a skill lab if you can. Engage the local industry trainers, procure tools, register students on the CBSE portal, and brief parents on subject choice. Right? If you think so that your kids are good in coding or robotics, so just register them in the CBSE portal. Then it is all the things which is ongoing, and by the end of the year, it is the theory, which is going to be the 50 and 50% II. So theory mein, it is going to be your Viva also, your portfolio also, and that's all. And then the Kaushal mein. And with this, we come to our questions and discussions. Shoot, everyone. Any questions you have? Yeah.
Anything anybody wants to add here? Please go ahead.
Yeah, please, because your question is
If you feel something is missing, please let us know also. If you feel something is missing.
Yeah.
Rekha ji, you want to say something? Shweta ji, yeah, please.
No, ma'am, I'm just seeing because I have students till grade 12. So first how to implement and then what the parents, like many things are there. So just
you are processing the things actually.
I totally feel you, Rekha ma'am. I totally feel you.
Yeah, Shweta ji, please go ahead.
Yes. Here I would just like to add on, ma'am, because there is no specific, timeline and the way to do is given here. So here in our school in North, we have already started it during my summer camp. We have taken many projects. During vacations, we have already given. So a good thing about this is that they have not given any specific timeline when to do it. So it is easy for us.
Absolutely, ma'am. See, they have given us the timeline, but we can always tweak it according to our suitability. They are not saying to stick by it, right? Because definitely there are many things which you would like to do the activities in the form of holiday homework during the summer vacations so that it's done. That is a very smart way, Shweta ma'am, right?
Yeah.
That you have done. So it's absolutely fine. Yeah.
Right. And one thing what I feel nowadays is we do many activities in the school for many reasons. Sometimes it is we want to develop our children. Sometimes we want to showcase new things for the parents, right? What I feel is we should align everything with CBSE. So it saves our time. It saves our time. You align with CBSE and time and again you tell this to the parent that this is we are doing as a CBSE affiliated school. So they also understand, because parents doesn't know what CBSE is exactly if they are not very well versed with this board. So it helps. And then again, for example, I can quote here an example. Last year, I skipped my annual day function and we did Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. And the plus point for me was the twin states were Haryana and Telangana. So Haryana is my state where my school is there, and Telangana again where my central office is there. So combining both states, it come out a really good show and parents appreciated it. So, alignment with CBSE, one project done, Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, involve the students, involve the parents. No need to do a separate annual day for the school.
Absolutely. Yes. That's what. It is all about tweaking, twisting and things and just aligning it. Yeah. Because
whenever we are planning our school activities, we should try to align it as much as we can with CBSE. There is no harm in it. Only one unique selling point of your own school will help you. Like, for example, I do here GIS Got Talent, every year. So it has become a point, okay, parents are waiting for it. That I can do in all other programs or whatever I'm doing, it is aligned with CBSE. So it is helping me. So it is an add-on. Whatever you have said, it helped us a lot. A few points of yours helped us, to think in a different way as well. For example, we were calling guest lectures, but this didn't came to my mind that we can, show it as this partial goal. So we were calling guest lectures for many things, dietitians and all. So we can include that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Anyone else? See, I specifically kept 15 minutes for the discussions and questions and things like that. In case any of the slide has to be shown to you again or any of the questions, please.
The Kushal Mela that you were speaking of. So this is something we have to do on a school level, or is it something that's put up by CBSE and we have to just go and showcase the projects there?
Every year you might be conducting some kind of exhibition or some kind of bal hat or a kind of a fair for the students in any form. So they expect that now this is going to be called as Kaushal Mela, where whatever skill has been learned by our students is going to be showcased, portrayed, and is going to be displayed, the work that they have done. Maybe it is in the form of art, in the form of creating the things. If they have created apps, so they are sitting there with the laptops and things like that. So that is the thing which they expect. So mostly, at least in my school, we do it around Children's Day, right? But you can always do it at your pace, where you are displaying the skills and the things which the students have created, right? So that is what Kaushal Mela is all about.
I think, Shilpi ma'am, we all principals, we are clear actually. I think so. Not principals, we all are clear the day it has come. Kaushal, Bodh and Vikas. But the only thing is the moment we start implementing it page by page, the things will be more clearer. Like the next year, it will be very nice. The way we make our curriculum calendar, this, that. Kaushal, Bodh and Vikas will be just, we all used to do these activities before also, if I'm not wrong.
It takes a bit of time, ma'am, and
Yes.
definitely, because we all are going to commit mistakes. We are going to leave certain things which were mandatory, which were the evidences. But that's what experience is going to teach us.
Yes.
This reminds me that my that slide of resources is missing. So just give me a minute. I am just going to show that by that time. Yes, you all can always ask me. I promise that I am going to show it. I don't know how come this is missing. I'll just give it to you. There are so many cautions in my this. Okay, I'll just switch off my camera, then only I'll feel a bit confident to search it. Twinkle ma'am, I'm not able to share my screen. Can you please help me out here? All right, I'll just try it once again. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Is
please,
it visible,
please.
everyone?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
visible?
yeah, it is.
No, but this is not the one which I'm looking for. I wanted to give you that slide. I don't know why it is missing from my this.
I will share in the group. Not if you get it,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
send it to me. I will share in the group.
I thought that we have a couple of minutes, so
Yeah, we have the time. No problem. We have the time.
Sorry everyone for this. It just got skipped. I don't know why. Yeah. Yes. So key resources for educator. It is. Is it visible? Am I? Yeah. Is it visible? Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
we have.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have CBSE Vocational Education Textbook. It is under this. Then we have National Skill Development Corporation, where they have the sector skill counselors, assessors. Then we have this NSQF, and then COE workshops, Diksha platform, and then they have a SSC contacts. IIT Bombay spoken tutorials is really good for the communication and IT tools. And then we have a Prime Minister Vikas Yojana. So this is how it is there. So the key resources is there. If you would like to pass on to your students that they can explore. This is specifically for class 9 to 12. Yeah. Anyone?
Any questions from anyone? Any suggestions? Any extra? What you want to know from?
Was it 360 degree, or did I miss anything? Please, I would like.
We will be sharing the feedback form also, but we just want to know.
No. It was specific, Twinkle ma'am and Shilpi ma'am, as per the documentation which we are reading in the CBSE website, and all the AI tools nowadays in LinkedIn and all everywhere you are finding this Kaushal Bodh, Kaushal Vikas,
Yes,
everywhere the
yes.
pop-ups are there. So in like reading that and all, and even Gayatri ma'am has done nicely those things. So, and after your this things are proper, it's appropriate, properly organized. Things are that we were doing it. Now we know where to put those blocks and fill in the blanks done properly.
We will be sharing this PPT also and some PDF notes also in the group, so that you can go through the notes and the PPT. And recording will always be there in the group. Don't worry.
So now you all know, but now it's time for us to do what we know, right? So that's how it is going.
And Saida ji is there or she is left? I think she is left. Shilpi ji, are we waiting for something or we are done with the sessions?
I am done from my part. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Now the forum is open for anything. If you want to ask or tell us, please. You can share your experiences also. We are here to listen. Gayatri ji, you want to say something? You were very active during the session.
Yeah, I didn't think that I had to wait for the Q&A session.
No,
As and when I had my doubts, I have clarified, because
yes.
I am one person who has to do it right away. So that's
It is
the reason.
always good to ask the question when it pops
Yes.
in our head, because that is going to just keep the chain moving. I specifically kept 15 minutes so that we can
We
discuss.
keep our session like this only so that everybody can interact and ask questions with us.
Exactly. That Q&A session at the end is always going to be there, but yes, being the participants, we can
So
always.
after reading those documents for so many times also,
yes,
it has
I
not
agree.
been this clear. So probably I think we've understood what are the things which we can do in grade 6, 7, 8 and 9 and 10. 9 and 10, since we've chosen IT, so that is there in place, but 6, 7, 8 is something we need to start right away. again, things are all going in the mind.
Yes, I
Where
was
should I
about to
put
You
tell
will
you,
my
take
ma'am.
you will
plant?
take some time in
What
processing
about
things
the
actually.
soil? How can I have all the 60 children doing gardening together?
Yes.
I mean,
No,
like,
Twinkle
those
ma'am,
are
what
the
happened is, from the day it has come, me and Gayatri ma'am, whenever we used to talk about the school thing, again we used to end up with Kaushal Bodh and Kaushal Vikas. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Get back again. With this get back again, then on that day, Gayatri ma'am framed a very nice thing, ki Rekha will go with this. I said, okay, ma'am. फिर भी there were so many pop-ups, ma'am, you won't believe. वो ना, you are not self-satisfied. Now, after the day on that day, Saida ma'am posted and then you posted. हमने कहा चलो ठीक है, अब सारी मतलब होते हैं ना, अब train and Patri will be together. The train is
Together.
going, Patri is
Yeah.
together. Now
Very
it will
true.
go together. So it
All
ended up.
thanks to Saida ji for arranging this session for you all. Saida ji, you want?
Pleasure is mine, Twinkle ma'am, because Gayatri ma'am, Rekha ma'am, and even Akshita ma'am, along with Nishat ma'am, these are the people who need help right now, and these four people are going to contact you again and again. So we'll
We
retain
are
that
always there.
group.
We are always
We'll
there.
maintain that group for a while
Yes,
until
yes.
you don't get fed up with our
No,
questions.
no. We are not like that.
And
We are there as long as you want us. We will be there with you.
yeah. And our other leaders like Revati ma'am, Tabitha ma'am, Uma ma'am, these are all people, they're going to implement it, but at a limited stretch.
Yes, yes.
And then Shweta ma'am, and then we have Gayatri ma'am from North without TH. They are going to, they are already doing it. So they are
That's
quite
great.
pro in that. So they are
That's great.
also our experts to maintain these things.
We
They are
are
going to help
always
us.
here, and we are in Delhi. If they want offline also something, we can provide that also. We can provide offline everywhere. That's not a problem actually. We can
For
provide.
offline, I'm going to convince Shervin sir that if Gayatri ma'am and the other three leaders, Rekha ma'am, Nishat ma'am, and all are permitted to travel, we have a home there, our school, which is led by Shweta ma'am.
Ma'am, that is
So
due as
we
well
can meet.
because we visited
Yes.
Hyderabad and now we are waiting. That is due as well, as you know.
It's
So
going to
this
be a
is
second
trying
reunion
to
for
get
us,
convince
ma'am.
and say that this time it's our time to be a host.
Yes.
And we are
Yeah, so
waiting.
we'll try for that, at least for
And
few
also
of us,
learn
if there are
about-
permits, to learn in a practical manner, to see how the how we can implement it, how by practically observing the classes and projects.
We can do
I have
offline
a doubt.
everywhere, whether Gurgaon or Delhi or any part of the country. We are there, not a problem.
That's really nice, ma'am. And that's the reason why we have went with Skillveda. Myself and Tabitha ma'am had a lot of
Tabitha ji
discussions.
I was surprised to see her name actually. I didn't see the list. When I saw her on Zoom, then I messaged her. Ade, you are there. I never knew this thing. She is she is a part of Skillveda for long.
Okay.
Yeah. Tabitha
Yes,
ji, you are
so
on
we
mute.
had
Please
a lot
unmute
of
yourself.
discussions.
Again, you are mute. Tabitha ji, please unmute yourself. We can't listen you. Yes.
Thank you so much, Twinkle ji. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
literally, I was
And
surprised.
I'm really,
I have not seen the list actually. Too many sessions are going on, so I have not seen the list. But today, when I saw you, then I messaged you. Are you are there?
glad to be part of this session as well. It's very,
Same here.
it's a
We are
learning
also very
experience.
happy to see all of you on the one platform. This is
Thank
very
you.
rare seeing ki all the principals of a group are there on the one platform.
This shows the world is so small.
Yeah, definitely.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
we get to bump into each other.
And tomorrow we will be meeting again for a very interesting session. And see you there tomorrow. And we are sending a feedback form in the group and giving you all the notes so that you can go through it. Any doubts? We are open for any questions, any doubts, so you can contact us.
Twinkle ma'am, if you have a rubric or some questionnaire or something to assess the implementation of Kaushal Bodh and Kaushal Vikas,
We'll be sending in the group.
well.
We'll be sending in the group
Yes.
soon. Yeah.
Saida ma'am, actually, it is going to be based on the specific activities that has been done.
एक generalized
So
we can,
any
एक
sample, ma'am,
generalized we can create.
would
Yeah,
help.
like
If you
generalized
have
we
it
can.
from any other school or even
Yes,
the
yes, we can
CBSE
create.
board.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us. We hope you like the session. Any doubts, any question, we are open in the group also, so you can ask us. Thank you, Saidaji, for such a good initiative you have taken for your principals.
Pleasure is all mine, ma'am. It's my
Yeah.
responsibility.
Thank you,
Take
Shilpi ji.
care,
Yeah.
and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Take
we will
care,
be meeting
bye-bye.
tomorrow at the same time, 4 p.m. for our next session. Thank you everyone
2
for joining
o'clock,
us.
ma'am. Not 4, 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. So many confusion. 2 o'clock. Yes, yes. We'll be meeting tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you.